Hi guys, my name is Barry and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review for The Ones Who Live episode 5, the Walking Dead spin-off. And just like I've said for the last few weeks guys, I've been saying it for a long time now that these episodes feel like all filler and no killer. And it's the exact same again with episode 5. We're now on to the second last episode here. Episode 6 is going to be the last one, and episode 5 still doesn't really take us anywhere. We are reintroduced to the character Gabriel, who was in The Walking Dead, and there's no interaction between Gabriel, Rick, and Michonne. He doesn't get to see them. He doesn't even know they're still, or he doesn't even know that Rick's still alive, and he doesn't know that Michonne has found Rick, but he's got his interaction with Jadis, aka Anne, and it's mostly about, this episode is mostly about Anne and her interactions with Gabriel. Is she going to change her mind? Is she still human? Is she still one of these people who does have remorse and won't give up Alexandria? And we find out year by year she's going to speak to Gabriel, and Gabriel's trying to talk sense into her. And if he can't talk sense into her, at least maybe get her people to give his people some food and water. And she's not having it because she's got a bigger plan, and she goes to him every year to say, we do this and we do that, but I can't tell you everything. And he's got a little bit of faith in her as well, until she kind of backstabs him. She was about to kill him, but lets him go. So we see that timeline 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and then she doesn't turn up. So he assumed that she died, which obviously in this episode, she does die. Not at the hands of Rick and Michonne, but at the hands of a walker. If we look on Rick and Michonne's side, they think they're away. They're getting everything that they need. They find noodles, they find food, water, even a place to stay in a hotel. They bump into 3 people that are in trouble with walkers, and they save their life, but these people try and backstab Rick and Michonne. But because Rick and Michonne are total badasses, they can take over the world, then they can just de-arm them or disarm them and take their noodles back and say, right, we're not helping you anymore, and they walk away. But we find out later on Jadis is in trouble because she's getting chased by Rick and Michonne, the badasses, and she needs a bit of help, so she gets help from these 3 people. Unfortunately for these 3 people, they end up getting killed by walkers, so it's a gunfight and a sword fight between Rick and Michonne and Jadis. Unfortunately for Jadis, Rick and Michonne can't take down the world. They can take down whoever they want, so she ultimately fails, and that's how she's killed by the walkers. But she did say that if she dies by the hands of walkers or anyone, then the information that she holds on Rick's whereabouts and Alexandria's whereabouts will be released into the CRM, so that the CRM would come after Rick and the people of Alexandria. So before she dies, she has a kind of change of heart to say, do you know what, my documents are in my room, go and get them, and then she dies. So it seems like the next episode is going to be built up, well it is, that Rick and Michonne are going to have to go back to the CRM and take it over. Now this is the bit where I get issues with Michonne and Rick. I think the dialogue in this show so far is really, really cringy, unfortunately, because they big Rick and Michonne up to the point where they can do no wrong. They're the best. Even Michonne says things like, you know, we can help rebuild this world. It's up to us to rebuild this world. How do you know that, Michonne? Maybe 150 miles down the road, there's another Rick and Michonne that are even better than you. So the show is really, obviously it's focused on those 2 because those 2 are the ones who live. But the dialogue just makes me not like them. I mean, I do like Rick. Michonne's okay at times, but this show's making me not like them as much. I actually didn't mind if Jadis killed one of them, and it was a big shock and surprise that one of them died in episode 5. If that happened, I wouldn't have a problem with it because they are grating on me, and it's not them as actors, and it's not the characters, it's the dialogue that's making me think, you've just got a big head. I'm actually not liking you because of what you're saying. So the dialogue so far, especially in episode 5, is not good. Obviously with Gabriel coming back, it's quite cool to see a Walking Dead character, but with seeing Gabriel, Jadis, Michonne and Rick, it just felt like an episode of The Walking Dead, one of the filler episodes where nothing happens, because genuinely nothing happens again. And with Gabriel not interacting with Rick and Michonne, I found that bizarre. Is he going to be interacting with them in episode 6? Will he return for episode 6? It wouldn't surprise me if he didn't appear in episode 6 and he never met Rick and Michonne again, because how funny And coincidental would it be that Jadis is handing over a ring to Rick to say, oh, Gabriel gave me this. And then the next episode, Rick bumps into Gabriel. And Rick would be like, oh, we were just talking about you an episode ago. How coincidental is that? So that's the type of dialogue that we've got in this. It's too coincidental and just too cringy. I fear that the last episode is going to be the worst episode, and I think it's because it's going to be so unrealistic. I bet you any money that Rick and Michonne are going to go into the CRM. They're going to take this whole army down because the two of them are amazing, and they're going to save Alexandria, and anyone at the CRM who doesn't agree with the CRM can come with us. You can come to Alexandria and we'll give you whatever we have because we're the best, and the CRM with their massive military won't be able to do anything about it. I feel like that is the end game now. The end game is Rick and Michonne get in to get those paperworks so that the CRM don't come after them, and they will be able to stop the CRM before they even find out about Alexandria. And that way we don't have to see Alexandria and all the characters from The Walking Dead, because I'm sure most of them are not contracted to appear in The Ones Who Live. So I don't think we'll even reach Alexandria. Maybe we will, I don't know. But maybe we'll see Rick and Michonne blowing up the whole of CRM and driving away in the distance, and then you can see the Alexandria sign, and that's when it will end. Who knows? That might be what happens, that might not be what happens, but I've just got a funny feeling that episode 6 might be the cringiest of all. I'm hoping there's a lot of action. I'm hoping there's a lot of zombie action as well, and I think there will be because it is the series finale. But guys, I'm kind of disappointed in this so far. I was expecting bigger things. I wasn't expecting massive things because The Walking Dead ended with a whimper. So I wasn't expecting The Ones Who Live to be like the first 4 seasons of The Walking Dead that was absolutely top notch. I know I have to lower my expectations, but my expectations still weren't met, even though I lowered them all the way down. So that's all for this episode, guys. Like I said in the beginning, I'm not going to be here for episode 6, so I won't be able to record that one in real time because I'll be away on holiday. So if you're interested in my season finale review, it will be in about 3 weeks' time, unfortunately, because that's when I'll be back. So once I come back, I will watch the last episode. I'll give you my final thoughts on that episode, and then I'll do like an overview of the whole entire series. And hopefully, I don't know if one more episode can redeem it, because if it finished at episode 5, I would absolutely hate it. But they've got one more chance now to give us something. Now, it's not a terrible show, it just nothing happens. It's just like a love story, which again, that's fine. That's kind of what it's advertised as, but because it is a Walking Dead spin-off and Rick is back, I just expected a little bit more. But we'll see what happens with the finale, but I'm not holding out any hope because so far my hopes have been dashed. So let me know down below, guys, what you think of the show so far. Let me know what you think of episode 5. And if you want to, you can let me know what you think they're going to do for episode 6. As always, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone's in the back!